At 9:14 p.m., a message appeared on my phone. Just 3 words from my boss: "You're fired." No explanation, no meeting, no warning, just a cold dismissal dropped into my inbox like a blade. I froze, staring at the screen, my thumb hovering uselessly while my chest tightened. Before I could even process it, another notification popped up. A photo this time. My wife's car parked in his driveway, headlights slicing through the night like an omen. The puzzle came together instantly, even before I let myself arrange the pieces. Her endless late shifts, excuses about helping a friend, the smug way he'd glance at me during meetings, it all clicked in a single brutal second. I sat there motionless. No words. No thoughts. Just the suffocating silence pressing against my skull. Eventually, I opened my laptop. One email, sent to someone who still owed me a favor. That was all it took. 2 hours later, my phone lit up with his name. His voice broke through the speaker, trembling, desperate, begging. "Please, we can fix this. Just talk to me." I said nothing. I let him drown in his own pleas. Because betrayal doesn't roar, it whispers. It's the sigh she lets slip at midnight when she thinks you're asleep, the murmur of a name that isn't yours, the subtle shift in her heartbeat when she lies next to you but belongs to someone else. I had brushed the signs aside, told myself it was paranoia, convinced myself trust was the foundation of love, even when that trust felt like it was pulling me under. But the picture shattered every illusion. The text sealed it in stone. My boss ended my career, the same man who was sharing my wife. I wanted rage. I wanted to scream, to smash something, to demand answers. But anger burns the one who holds it first. So I chose ice instead. Coldness lasts longer. Coldness cuts deeper. I started with her phone, not physically but digitally. Years ago, her cloud had been synced to my device without her noticing. Every text, photo, and calendar entry was still feeding into it. Within hours, the truth unfolded on my screen. His voice messages saved under her favorites. Late-night meetings tracked down to the minute. A reckless trail of secrets left behind like breadcrumbs. Then I turned to him. His emails were laughably easy to access. He never imagined anyone would dare. Power makes men careless. There it was, dinner bookings, jewelry receipts, hotel reservations, all neatly stacked on the company's dime. I collected everything, every receipt, every photo, every word. A file so thick it looked like a verdict waiting to be read. To her, I kept smiling. To him, I nodded politely. They mistook my quiet for surrender. That was their mistake. When the file was complete, I sent it off to a journalist I trusted, someone who thrived on scandal, and owed me more than one favor. He called me within the hour, voice tinged with excitement. "This is gold," he whispered, practically tasting the story. I ended the call without answering. By morning, their world was ash. Headlines screamed across every feed. CEO's affair with employee's wife exposed. Company funds linked to secret romance. Her face plastered across tabloids. His career gutted by public shame. And me? I stayed silent. Out of reach. A ghost watching them collapse. That evening he called again. His voice fractured, begging, frantic. "Please. I'll make it right. Just please." I hung up, letting him choke on his desperation. She came home shaking, eyes swollen, hands trembling. They twisted it. "Please, you have to believe me. It's not what it seems." I slid the file onto the table. She reached for it but stopped, afraid to touch. Page after page of her betrayal stared back at her, undeniable. Her lips parted, but no words came. Because lies cannot stand against proof carved into paper. "I can explain," she whispered. I raised my hand, steady, calm. "No. You can't." The silence that followed weighed more than any argument. I stood, pulled on my coat, and lifted the bag I had already packed. She reached toward me, but I stepped away, not hurried, not violent, just final. Now I sit in a bare room she'll never find. The walls are plain, the air clean. Outside, the world spins with their scandal, their downfall. My phone buzzes with their desperate calls, but I don't reply. They thought they destroyed me, took my job, stole my marriage. But the truth is simpler. They set me free. And in that freedom, I became untouchable. I was never their victim. I was the executioner they invited into their home.